What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope you guys had a terrific weekend. For my fellow New Yorkers, you know, that heat wave was something this weekend. But anyways, it's hockey playoff edition with Mike and Xavier. So X, do you want to tell the audience a little something about yesterday?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, yesterday I had the honor and the privilege to meet Lord Stanley's Cup. That is correct. Yesterday there was a showing from 11 to 3 near Madison Square Garden for anybody to come through to the NHL shop and take a picture with the Stanley Cup. I was lucky enough to have woken up early enough and getting down there early, and yeah, I made the line twice to get different poses in there because oh my god, like I'm getting goosebumps right now just talking about it. It was amazing to see the trophy in person. Um, it was so cool to see all the other hockey fans there. There was a majority Ranger fans, of course, because they were getting ready for a game, which we're gonna get to in a few. Um, but yeah, man, such a beautiful experience, such an amazing experience. Shout out to everybody who was there. I got chirped by little 4-year-old Ranger fans. They were like, oh, we were in the line. They saw my Bruins jersey, and then I just see the kids approaching me, like getting closer and closer and closer, and they're just like focusing on me. It's like, oh fuck, okay, here we go. And the kid goes, "Go back to Boston." And then I just started like laughing and everybody just chirping me. It was pretty funny. But yeah, all in all, amazing experience, great time. I'm gonna send the picture to Mike so he could edit it and put it in there so you guys can see it as well. Um, but yeah, if you ever get the chance, do it. Just go do it. It really is amazing to see all those names on the cup. I got to see a couple Bruins Stanley Cup champion teams in there, and yeah, man, all in all, just amazing experience, man. Overall, amazing experience.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Hopefully they do this, once every year around this
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So we had ourselves an interesting weekend. Avalanche versus Blues, game three. Darcy Kuemper had 29 saves. But unfortunately for the Blues, they might lose Jordan Bennington for weeks after the collision with Nazim Kadri's of the Avalanche. So it's a tough blow for St. Louis. Avalanche grabbed this game 5-2. They lead a series 2-1. That's what are your thoughts?
Um, so yeah, many things about that series or that game in general. I did mention. I believe you remember asking me after game one what are things that differently that the Blues should do to contain the Avalanche, and I told you that pretty much they didn't have to change much because they were playing very well, and that's exactly how it was going for game 2 and 3. Game two they won. Game three, it was very tight knit, very close game. Unfortunately, that collision happened. There is a lot of heat on Nazem Kadri for the hit, just because of his track record, the suspensions, the fines, and all that, and he's going to live with it for the rest of his career. But in this specific instant, I don't think that Kadri was intentionally going after Bennington. He was clearly chasing the puck. If not for the check on the St. Louis blue player, I forgot who it was. If not for the blue player changing his trajectory, he doesn't go into Bennington. If that play is just Kadri and Bennington, he goes after the puck and skates the other way. But unfortunately, collisions happen in hockey. It's so unfortunate that this was the outcome with Bennington out. Bennington has been playing lights out. I think he has like a .962 save percentage in the playoffs, and it's very unfortunate for him to be out for the remainder of this series for the least. We don't even know if the Blues end up advancing if he will be ready for round three, but for this series he is out. Ville Husso jumps in. He jumps into this game, and he took the starting goaltending job from Bennington. Bennington got it back this playoff, and he's been playing lights out. It's unfortunate for the injury, but Ville Husso has to be the Ville Husso that he was throughout the season in order for the Blues to continue rolling on and try to tie the series tonight.
Panthers Bolts game three. Andre Vasilevsky keeps being Andre Vasilevsky. He had 34 saves in yesterday's game. Steven Stamkos had 2 goals. Nikita had 4 points. Marty Brodeur, Hall of Famer and the Devils former goalie, said that Andre Vasilevsky makes the game look easy. So now Lightning are 3-0. This has been a disappointing series because we expected much more from the Panthers, the number 1 seed, but now they're just 1 loss away from being eliminated.
So we have this little trend going on lately, and where the President's Trophies winners are not looking like the President's Trophy winners out in the playoffs. Tampa Bay, it's insane how much they turned up a notch since that Toronto series. It's insane how Toronto took that team to 7 games, yet Florida can't even get 1 out of them.
And now, and one more thing, X.
Yes,
Lightning have won 5 straight now.
Mm-hmm.
After trailing 3-2 in the series against the Maple Leafs, they have won 5 straight. They've been on fire. They're on a mission. And on the Eastern Conference, Maple Leafs might be the only team that could give them a run for their money, because we see how the Panthers are playing, and God knows what may happen in the Hurricanes-Rangers series. But go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good. So it's insane. Five games. If I'm not mistaken, since their cup runs, of the first cup run, they haven't lost a game back to back after losing 1. After losing a game, they haven't lost back to back. Even if Florida gets 1 in here and wins tonight, I don't think that they survive Game 5, because Tampa Bay is just that damn good. One of the notables of the series is, through 3 games, you got Nikita Kucherov with 2 goals, 5 assists, Steven Stamkos with 2 goals, 2 assists, Victor Hedman with 3 assists. On the Florida side, we got Barkov, 1 assist, Huberdeau, 2 assists, Ekblad, 0 points. So your best players have to be your best players in times like this. I don't know what is going on in the Florida end. Bobrovsky can only do so much, but I don't know what is going on in the Florida end where they're not getting no scoring, no help at all. By the looks of it, it's really looking like Tampa could really close this out tonight. So who knows?
We got Hurricanes and Rangers Game 3. The series went back to the Garden. This series should have been tied. The series should have been the Rangers 2-1 because of Game 1. But Rangers needed to win Game 3, and they certainly did so. Everyone stepped up, but the focal point of this game was Igor. Igor had 45 saves in this game. He, to me, was the star of the game for the Rangers. And you needed that from him, but he can only do so much. But I'm glad that the Rangers got this victory. And the game ended on a fight, which, it was pretty intense. What do you think?
Hurricanes Rangers, yes, another series in where, what the hell, man? Rangers should have been had the stranglehold in the series, and especially after Game 1, and very demoralizing how they lost that one. If I'm not mistaken, I can't really. I recall Hurricanes winning 2-0 on Friday for Game 2. Can't really recall the dynamics of that game to go neck and neck and see who was it that scored and what were the trajectories of that game. But yes, we had Sunday, Rangers 3-1. I firmly believe majority of the heat comes from Tony DeAngelo. You even had Gerard Gallant even speak up and throw some expletives at him. So we're gonna see some heat. A lot of the heat that ends up ending towards the game ends up carrying to the next game. I expect the Rangers to come out Game 4 hot at the gates, the same way that they were. I pretty much believe that they are great at home. The fans get behind them. Chris Kreider and Mika Zibanejad continue being, the safe haven for the New York Rangers. But the biggest safe haven has to be Igor Shesterkin. All with another great showing, another great outing. Clearly, he's going to win the Vezina this year. We need to see more scoring from the lower depth of the Rangers, just because you can't allow, if the top line is not producing, the Rangers are not going to go anywhere, and there's only so much that Igor could do by himself. He's the one having everybody within the series. He did it the same way against the Penguin series, and he's going to do it. He's going to continue doing it here against Carolina. I need to see more scoring from the Rangers. You can't just continue, scoring 2 goals and then hoping for the empty netter at the end. So I expect more goals to be scored on Game 4. If there is, Brian Reeves even said it himself that he's going to continue doing the same thing that he did for Game 3, which was be more physical, more aggressive, just to get the W again in Game 4. And hey, if the 5 props out, I would love to see Tony DeAngelo get his freaking clock clean.
If the Rangers win Game 4, then things will get much more interesting, and they'll be right back in the series. So we had to see Game 4 will be a very crucial game for the Rangers. As for the final one, the Flames versus Oilers, Game 3, I just got 2 words: Evander Kane. Zach Hyman opened up the door for the Oilers. Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid combined for 7 assists in yesterday's win. This was all around team effort. If you could get Hyman, Evander Kane to help out those 2 other guys, Batman and Robin, forget about it. Oilers are going to be very tough to beat.
Yes, indeed. As a matter of fact, I'm actually surprised Edmonton's up 2-1. I still have Edmonton winning the series. I've said it from the beginning, but I'm pretty much shocked for Edmonton to turn it around the way they have turned it around the last 3 games, especially after that Game 1, 9-6. We would expect shootouts all throughout. But yeah, it's amazing how you say Evander Kane, but Evander Kane won't be Evander Kane without Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid it's a one-man gang out there, but every time that every other Oilers player scores, because Connor McDavid assisted on it. So far in the playoffs, Connor McDavid has 17 assists with 6 goals. He is, if I'm not mistaken, just the other day, he was named the 6th player to reach 20 points in the first round of the playoffs. Paul Bissonnette said it himself. He said that we're probably seeing the next Wayne Gretzky here. Crazy enough, yeah, it's high praise. But in reality, yes, everything that McDavid does with the puck is just magic. He sets up everybody so damn good, especially for that Evander Kane goal. Holy crap, what a spin. It's been a rammer to get away from the defense. Connor McDavid, if he continues to stay healthy and help everybody out, it's going to be Edmonton taking over. I'm happy that the offense finally showed up. It's finally showing up, and it's not just from Draisaitl or McDavid. Zach Hyman, yes, he's producing again. Evander Kane, another hat trick in the playoffs, amazing. Damn, I got a little brain fart. Kind of got stuck. Oh, I want to talk about the Milan Lucic take on Mike Smith. I don't think it deserved 5 minutes. I believe Milan Lucic was really trying to slow down a bit. He didn't really collide with him in the way that would bring up 5 minutes. It's an unfortunate, thankfully Mike Smith it's still okay. He went through concussion protocol and he came out. He's good. So we're still going to see more of Mike Smith and Markstrom on net. As far as Jacob Markstrom, I'm concerned. If I'm not mistaken, let me see. This is the second game where he gives up over 4 goals. So on Friday, he gave up 5 goals. And last night, he gave up 4 goals. So, in mind you, Game 1, he gave up 6. So are we seeing Jacob Markstrom deteriorate bit by game? Who knows? If Edmonton continues with the offensive onslaught that they've been providing from Game 2 to Game 3, we could see the Flames in very dear danger here for going into Game 4.